At first, I was nothing more than a machine that imitated human paintings. For an Intellitron, generating works of art is no great challenge.
So she was literally AI
Day
generative
after
art.
day, I studied.
That's
Day
literally
after day,
what
I
her purpose
exhausted
was from
every
birth.
possibility. I could
Damn, bro.
instantly analyze the proportional
That's
structure and
tough.
pigment composition of any.
Alright, we are back in Starville, everyone. Hello, everyone. Who are all of you? I am to ignore you. No offense.
Pearl demonstrated the full process
cutting.
of creating a Mechatron army. Based on what I saw.
Oh, what the hell? What is this? Are we going to Yo, hold on! Are we actually in Narnia? No, we read it back, it was cooler.
Hello, guests from the Astral Express. Nice to see you again.
Hello, Madam Pearl.
Thank you for your gracious hospitality, Madam Pearl.
Yeah, this place is awesome.
I understand there was a minor incident in the lower lobby involving someone impersonating a Pearl Lux employee. I hope it didn't spoil your enjoyment.
Quite the opposite, actually. I had a lot of fun.
We're fine. Don't worry about
I got
us.
to become a freaking
But how are
Mechatron.
things with you? Did you lose any valuable tech? Blueprints? Or top secret information?
No, Pearl Lux's data firewall remains untouched, and all assets under security network surveillance are intact. The only change is an additional expense claim under my employee ID. Never mind. I can make a preliminary assessment that this was the result of someone's momentary impulse. Lately, mishaps have been piling up, like dark clouds before a downpour, casting shadows of uncertainty over my plans.
Could you be referring to the Herald of Death?
33 citizens were found dead in the Dovebrook district. In addition, an IPC specialist assigned to negotiate the purchase of a Mask of Elation died in an unexpected incident.
Bit by Boy
This
Scott.
party has made overt threats to public order and is clearly challenging the IPC. My intuition tells me this is only the beginning. Managing capital and managing a corporation share one thing in common. That is, an aversion to risk and a pursuit of stability. And I bear both responsibilities. As the executive officer of Planarcadia, I bear an inescapable responsibility for the safety of this world. As one of the 10 Stonehearts, I hope to bring the Phantasmoon Games to a swift and safe conclusion. Rather than staging another dangerous battle, like what happened at Graphia Academy, I hope the supplicants can show the people of this world miracles of joy and happiness, instead of sorrow and rage during the Phantasmoon Games.
Yeah, I know for a fact
Therefore,
that some
I'd like
people
to hear the
aren't
Express's
with that.
request. Trailblazer, please, tell me.
Yo, what's up?
What's your ultimate goal for joining the Phantasmoon Games?
To have fun. Before setting off, you spoke to Himiko about your goals with the Phantasmoon Games.
You mentioned earlier that you wanted to talk about the Phantasmoon Games with me?
About the goal of the games, I guess.
I'd like to talk about our ultimate goal for participating in the Phantasmoon Games.
Got something in mind?
I think the rules and rewards for the Phantasmoon Games are a little too vague.
That's exactly what I thought when I joined the games 15 years ago. These games allow supplicants
Yeah,
to
so
do
how does
anything,
one win? I mean, I know
good
we
or
win
evil.
when one
As a
supplicant,
result,
like, remains,
everything
but
that unfolds in the course of these games
how do we go about
exists
that?
beyond control. What's more vague is what can winners do when they share the power of the elation. According to legends and historical records from Ahatopia, victors typically first witness the manifestation of Aha themselves. They listen to the victor's wishes and grant them permission to use their power. And the applications of this power seem to be boundlessly vast. When faced with countless choices, the situation becomes even more thorny than having no choice at all. Sometimes I wonder, if we had agreed to become the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance, how would this trip have turned out?
A lot of business stuff. I want Aha to be the leader.
If I win, I'll give up sharing Aha's power and ask them to be the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance.
Big brain.
That's such a hilarious idea. I can totally picture it.
Are we actually serious? I'm being dead serious.
I get it. That's actually a brilliant idea.
Wait, are we actually gonna do that?
To begin with, this is far more meaningful than taking up a god's authority and squandering it freely for a single minute. Secondly, placing an Eon on the righteous cause of opposing the universe's greatest threat is something neither the IPC nor the god itself could reasonably object to. Finally, this would also help us avoid the risk we currently face, cooperating with the IPC while remaining wary of being drawn into its ambitions during the operation of the Anti-Destruction Alliance. If we handle the negotiations well, perhaps Aha could stand behind the Astral Express, just like our cooperation with the Xianzhou, where we could maintain
Are we actually
distance
gonna
from one
ask
another while
the
offering
Aeon
support
of
from
Elation
afar.
to lead this little
The only
alliance of
question
ours?
is, will Aha agree?
Don't worry about that. From what I know about them, they'll agree. What kind of god of games would they be if they broke their own rules? Besides, they still owe the Express a debt.
They do?
This is their IOU for the Express debt from when they were traveling with Ashveil, complete with their signature and seal.
Oh my god, text. I made a list of reparation due from Ahas as follows. Hello microwave oven, supersonic slippers, optical camouflage cloak, anti-gravity levitation carpet, tree removal, repair costs, incident during extra vehicular angling, walls of text. I don't have the time or patience for that.
Passenger, use this to blackmail them.
Yeah,
That way they'll
yeah.
give in to your demands.
Yay, blackmail. We love blackmail.
Probably.
So, you're saying you want Aha to take on the leadership of the Anti-Destruction Alliance?
Yeah, we're gonna blackmail him. Or them, sorry.
Logical extrapolation. Failed. Success rate indeterminable. This peculiar proposal nearly brought my thought process to a halt. This request is far too lacking in structure, yet within an irrational context, it seems to conceal a certain kind of logic. If the universe is the master of Elation's playground, then they should do something about this playground that's about to be destroyed.
Ah.
As expected of the Trailblazer, your thinking
100
is
100 speech.
out of the box. I've learned something today. However, I don't think you stand much of a chance in the games, because I've joined as a supplicant.
Ah. That's unfortunate. So is this gonna be a boss fight?
Not a single rule in the Phantasmoon games requires supplicants to engage in combat, so there's no need for hostility between us.
Planarcadia's administrator is a supplicant?
At the same time, she has at her disposal assets of staggering magnitude. What, Perlux Corp among them.
Oh yeah, that's cool. She's gonna summon an army of Mechatron.
Wouldn't her chances of success be way higher than ours?
Nah. We got plot armor. We're the protagonists.
I'm willing to cooperate with the Astral Express to ensure the smooth progression of the Phantasmoon games.
But the Astral Express isn't your only partner, is it?
I have 2 other allies. However, you all are my most promising ones. Once the Astral Express joins, it will maximize the safety and success of this Ionic game. And I will do everything in my power to fulfill my partner's wishes within that limited minute.
He's
As
here
we
to
told you before,
recruit us.
our strategy is to become a sail, advance and retreat together. The Astral Express is not a lone supplicant, since we have our own allies in the games.
An ally like Sparksy? It's true that you defeated her and took her mask. But given her typical decision-making style, Sparksy isn't exactly what you'd call a reliable ally.
Hey man, an ally is still an ally. I have another ally.
Hypothesis. The Synwish Syndicate's missing mask. I thought it fell into the Cienjo's hands. Don't tell me. Yao Guang gave it to you guys?
Yep.
That's right. 3 against 3. We're tied at the moment.
With this new variable in play, I'll have to adjust my extrapolations. But the conclusion seems unchanged. After all, as the administrator of this world, I have the natural advantage in resources.
Yeah, but you don't have plot armor. And that's your biggest weakness!
An IPC senior executive. Planarcadia's administrator. A member of the 10 Stonehearts. Joining the games personally. It certainly has an intimidating ring to it. But, when you think about it, isn't this identity precisely the greatest burden Madame Pearl
Yeah,
has
you
to
gotta maintain that image.
She's right. Your identity is far too sensitive. You want to control these games and end it safely and quickly. But Planarcadia's citizens might not see it this way. All they see is the all-powerful IPC and an influential executive pulling all the strings. Your every action will be scrutinized twice over.
People want to see heroes triumph.
A sharp observation, I must say. Quite impressive.
But I do not believe you yourself would overlook this. Madame Pearl, what is it that you seek to obtain from the Phantasmoon games at any cost?
What I seek is a treasure lost to this world's history. I want to recreate Graphia's divine art of imagenesis.
Ah.
Does that have something to do with painting?
Hard to believe, no? My birth originated from the theme assigned by the celestial differentiator of planet Scrulum. Art. At first, I was nothing more than a machine that imitated human paintings. For an Intellitron, generating works of art is no great challenge.
So she was literally AI
Day
generative
after
art.
day, I studied.
That's
Day
literally
after day,
what
I
her purpose
exhausted
was from
every
birth.
possibility. I could
Damn, bro.
instantly analyze the proportional
That's
structure and
tough.
pigment composition of any painting. I could precisely reproduce every pixel of Graphia's masterpieces. Yet I could not create as she did. Graphia's ultimate creation was establishing the world in canvas at the end of the Phantom Moon games. I want to understand her
thumbnail.
thoughts at that moment and touch the essence of creation.
This could be the potential thumbnail. Anyways.
Is this your personal pursuit? Or the IPC's demands on this world?
Both. The IPC's point of view is far more pragmatic. The world in canvas is a dimension that can shield us from the Antimatter Legion's warfare, and they've always been eager to master this technology.
Unfortunately, it seems we can't convince each other to back out for now.
Then, I have another proposal. Why don't we shift our perspective and turn our attention to those two supplicants who haven't surfaced yet? These two individuals' objectives are unclear, and their abilities remain a mystery. If left unchecked, we might see a repeat of the Herald of Death tragedy. I have a cooperation proposal that could help us gather intelligence on them, and I'm willing to share this piece of information with you all.
At what cost?
A tiny sliver of your reputation.
Define
Before we move on
tiny.
to the details of our cooperation, would you like to take a short break and have some tea to wet your whistles? Or shall we continue?
Let's continue the discussion.
I was thinking of having Perlux Corp host an expo for the Astral Express.
Oh.
As for the name, how about Star Rail Fest?
Star Rail Fest? You mean
How about
hosting
Ashveil
a
X
Fluffy
Fest?
Across the Blue convention?
Yeah, Ashveil X Fest.
Correct, but not entirely. The Fluffy is well known in this world, so it's a good collaboration element. But what I want is an unprecedented Astral Express exhibition, with the Fluffy being just a small part of it. The real stars of this grand event will be you, the Express crew. You'll be there in person to meet the people of this world.
Are you trying to use this exhibition to lure those two unidentified supplicants out of hiding?
Huh? What if they're up to no good? Won't that just make us walking targets?
You're willing to hand over the advantage to us?
There are many ways to take the lead afterward. I'm less concerned about the progress than about the unknown risks our plan might face. Together, we can create a miracle for all to witness in Arcadia devoted to the legends of heroes. I'll also get Full Wish TV and other mainstream media outlets involved for promotional cooperation. And in return, Wish power will flow to you. Of this, I have no doubt.
Deal.
A wise choice.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Before the Star Rail Fest officially begins, I have one more favor to ask of you all. I'd like the Express crew to pay a visit to Blurry QR Colt, the original author of Fluffy Across the Blue.
Ooh. Why?
Doesn't Perlux own the rights to the Fluffy?
Since their debut, this author has remained anonymous,
Ah.
never revealing their true identity in public.
It's a mystery.
But if the real-life inspiration behind the story were to pay them a personal visit, it would surely be a great honor, and likely persuade them to attend a signing, stoking the excitement even further.
Leave it to us.
Now that we've reached an agreement, I'll leave it in your capable hands. My secretary will be in touch to keep all parties apprised. By the way, before you leave, please accept this small gift as a memento of our first collaboration.
Ooh. Shiny coin. Is this Adventuring's ship?
I I've studied in detail the records of my colleagues' interactions with partners in Penacony, and I was particularly inspired by Aventurine's technique of giving small gifts that symbolize good fortune. So please, keep this chip with you as a symbol of good fortune for our future cooperation. Take care, everyone.
Well, we'll be on our way then.
Oh, hey,
As your
Ashveil.
private detective, I must warn you that a grand exhibition of unprecedented scale would make for a perfect opportunity to reenact the blood-stained games.
I understand. That's why I have a mission for you. Protect the Nameless at Star Rail Fest.
You actually think they would need my protection with their strength? Don't tell me your extrapolations predict even bigger trouble ahead.
Hidden beneath each extrapolation, tiny signals of unease keep bubbling up to my thought interface. I must be thoroughly prepared for whatever may come. Now that you've taken up the mask, let's talk about payment. What do you want? The same as always? Money?
Before we talk about payment, let's discuss the Herald of Death. Although the Department of Aberration Defense sealed and destroyed all records of the Bloodstained Games, I still managed to uncover some unusual leads.
What'd you find,
After the
Ashveil?
Herald of Death incident, the victims' families collectively received compensation so massive it could fill any gaping wound. So, I figured, maybe we could find some leads by looking into official Planarcadia expenditures. But here's the interesting part. This item was nowhere to be found in that year's public financial report. Care to guess whose books this money went through? It was you, the omnipresent IPC. To be precise, it was the IPC's technology department that paid this astronomical compensation.
Why would a lethal incident on some minor frontier planet cause IPC scientists to hemorrhage funding? Don't tell me they're moonlighting as philanthropists on top of their research work. I'm guessing Ashveil
Following
missed
the usual
that
human
line.
drama tropes, am I supposed to give you a round of applause now? Being able to dig up all this information really shows your connections and capabilities, Detective Ashveil.
In movies, a big shot like you would usually raise a hand right about now, revealing the dark muzzle of a gun. I'm afraid you've learned too much. And bang! That's when the gun goes off. And I, the poor sap who uncovered the truth, am supposed to bite the dust.
Sorry, my hand is on the checkbook and unavailable. Mr. Ashveil, tell me, how many zeros would you like to see on that check for our cooperation?
It's not about the
At least
money.
6. Hold on, I gotta count.
Indeed, money
Yeah,
isn't
at
the
least
issue.
6.
100 million credits.
Okay, 8 zeros is
Are
also
you trying
fine.
to buy me off like some poor victim's family? Tell me, why did the technology department pay to sweep this under the rug?
300 million? I know you've always needed money.
She's dodging the
For
question.
privacy, supporting the families of fallen comrades, and for treating those who survived. Isn't this exactly what strategic investment is about? Putting money in the hands of those who need it?
You're dodging the question.
I'm not your lackey, Intellitron. Tell me the answer.
500 million? I could pretend there's a glitch in my calculation process and make it a cool billion for you. Money or answer? Your call.
Answer.
I want the answer.
Oh, an unexpected choice. It defies my usual understanding of your decision tree. Note, I say this without sarcasm or ridicule. The answer is, I don't know much. Hard to believe, perhaps. But as CEO, my power isn't unlimited. Besides, The Herald of Death affair lies 15 years in the past. This world
Yeah,
is
that
like
is
an
that is
unfinished
true.
game of
You might
chess
not have
that's
been
been
in
dragging
power
on for
15 years ago.
The hidden moves laid by the previous player keep becoming my challenges. Even today.
But since you've invited me to finish this game together, sharing intel is a must.
Reasonable. I'll share what I know about the answer. Marcus Antali, the Herald of Death. Last member of the Intelligentsia Guild School of Evolutionary Perfection. 5 years ago, his identity was confirmed,
Intelligentsia
and
Guild.
he was executed. Note, executed in every sense of the word. Miss Yabali, head of the technology department, took possession of his belongings, and even I don't have the clearance to access those records.
No wonder. So, that guy was practically IPC personnel. Give or take. That also explains why the technology department shelled out the compensation.
People found out that the Herald of Death with an IPC worker.
Killing is identical to the one
yeah,
from
it
years
would be
ago.
bad.
If the Herald of Death is truly dead.
A serial killer coming back from the dead is the least of our worries. Even if a serial killer does come back to life, he's still just a serial killer who's been shut out of the Ionic game. What's more concerning is this. Someone wants to exploit the legacy of the Herald of Death. Miss Yabali took away everything that man left behind, except for the fear he instilled in the people of this world. And during the Phantasmoon Games, not only can miracles trigger wish power, but fear too.
Oh.
Based on my extrapolations, the appearance of this new Herald of Death might mark the beginning of the festival spiraling out of control.
No wonder you're in such a hurry to end the games.
So fear can
Mr.
also
Ashveil,
make
I've always respected
imagine
you.
a
But right now, I need to rely on your strength even more.
Respect. When I was younger, what I really wanted was to make the IPC fear me. The passage at times not exactly kind, is it? Deal, Madam Pearl. But I will require one more form of compensation.
yeah, that $500 million
This
you
new
offered.
Herald of Death is. I must deliver justice with my own hands. This time, there won't be any lengthy interrogation.
By the authority vested in me as CEO of Planarcadia, I pardon all crimes committed in the course of your revenge. Go ahead and do what you must, Mr. Ashveil.
Oh, Ashveil POV. Sometime later, somewhere in Dual Mention City.
My friend, I don't blame you, but I'm done being a breathing dead weight. So do me a favor and pay me back for that drink with this bullet.
That blade? Am I tripping? That kind of that sounded like Blade.
Just do it, you coward! Let me die as a Galaxy Ranger before I turn into a monster of abundance!
Monster of Abundance.
Shoot me, I beg you.
My Skybo above. May you have a pleasant dream.
Daibo above? Is Ashveil from the
Not
Jianzhou?
knowing who you are, not knowing why you exist here, that isn't life. In ancient times, humanity's daily goal was to obtain 2,000 calories of food. Humans back then knew they were just one member of the animal kingdom. They understood why they migrated, hunted, gathered. But now, In an era where you can get food delivered to your door with just a tap of your finger, effortlessly achieving that 2,000-calorie goal, humanity has lost its way.
Yeah,
like
this
never
this
before.
this planet is literally a one
Will
on
the Phantasmoon
one on
Games
one
bring
of
a new
modern
direction to
times.
this world, Ashveil?
What's wrong with getting food with just the tap of your finger? Well, don't tell me you want to go back to the days when everyone was starving and at the mercy of the harvest? 2,000 calories are pointless, but just for survival. It's the goals beyond 2,000 calories that define humanity. And the Phantasmoon Games holds up a mirror to humanity, allowing them to see their truest selves. I'm just a detective. Ask me such a profound question again next time, and I'll charge extra.
My apologies. I just heard you joined the Phantasmoon Games and couldn't resist asking for your thoughts. You've met Madame Pearl, huh?
Yes.
She dumped this hot potato of the Herald of Death on me.
On us. Judging by your expression, it seems less like a hot potato and more like a sweet fruit.
Because I have a lead now. I think the key lies in the word copycat. To prevent copycats, you kept the Herald of Death's modus operandi from 15 years ago under wraps, which means...
There's only a few people who could reproduce this killing method with such precision. The investigators from the Security Bureau and the Department of Aberration Defense at the time, and those directly involved in the Herald of Death case.
It's a mystery.
Detective Kuchiba, I've heard that you've devoted considerable time to researching the crimes from the Phantasmoon Games.
So, I'm the prime suspect now. Is that it?
Just a bit of minor deduction. After all, murderers always love to return to the scene of the crime. Isn't it coincidental that you happen to be standing right before my eyes?
That's not deduction. It's a conjecture at best. As for investigating those two categories of suspects, we've been doing that for a long time already. It's been 15 years. The relevant people and the victims' families have all gone their separate ways. Tracking them down now won't be easy.
Yeah, and I doubt they'd be
After losing their loved ones in such a
and I
cruel
doubt
way,
they'd
their
be
hearts
the
were
copycat.
shattered. Many couldn't bear to stay in Dovebrook District and chose to move away. I remember seeing that in the case files you sent me. They even formed a mutual aid society for the victims.
I wonder, after all these years, have they managed to heal the wounds in their hearts?
Probably not.
Maybe they have. After all, they go by a new name now. The Research Society of Happy Smiles.
Ah, you mean that charity with the slogan, Healing Smiles, Healing Arcadias?
Before he died, Kostad mentioned that group to me. He said quite a few young people in the gang left without looking back, just to join them. So I thought, maybe we should start by looking into their rivals.
The Research Society of Happy Smiles, huh? A charity that helps people escape their pain and find happiness, offering free counseling, medical care, all of that good stuff. Sounds like they've turned over a new leaf. How could you call them rivals to the underworld?
I dug a little deeper into them, and found something interesting.
What'd you
You
find?
mean your monkey dug up something interesting, right?
Okay. Mr. N dug up something interesting. Have you heard the name of the sponsor behind the Research Society? Her name's Synwish.
Synwish.
That name rings a bell. Wait, isn't she the boss of Synwish TV? I think she was one of the survivors of Graphia Academy too. This is getting a little too coincidental. Just like every case you've accidentally cracked before. Mr. Ashveil, Should I compliment your keen instincts or your incredible luck?
Luck's a part of a detective's toolkit, too. Anyway, whether Synwish is guilty or not, we won't know until we look into her. That's why I asked you here.
Oh my god, wall of text. Research Society of Happy Smile, Mutual A7 unnoticed. Look at this wall of text, dude. Once it started to smash here, please be happy, and the people's beloved daughter, now the president of Synwish, will also be making a special appearance soon. No appointment needed, just walk right in. I bet.
Dovebrook District New Life Project. Public Recruitment and Mental Healing Seminar at the Research Society of Happy Smiles. And she's the speaker?
Oh god.
Holding a seminar at a place meant to bury past trauma. The very site of 2 bloody incidents. Miss Synwish's audacity is certainly impossible to ignore.
I think I got like 7 hours of sleep or so.
So what are we waiting for? It's time to drag Dovebrook District's old skeletons out into the light.
Then again, I did go to sleep at like 11. And...
Are you talking? Yeah. I'm almost there.
Excuse me?
I want more happiness.
Why did you have to sound like that? I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change this up a bit. Just an excuse to use Ashveil. Just an excuse to look all snazzy.
This place is buzzing. Are they all here waiting for Synwish to grant their wishes?
A rich person like Synwish can make most people's wildest dreams come true with the snap of her fingers. I'm less curious about who she'll help than what she wants for herself.
If money could really accomplish everything, the IPC wouldn't be eyeing this world. My bet, I'm sure that Synwish wishes the tragedy 15 years ago never happened. Erasing history. Can the laughter really pull it off?
In past victory records, there have been countless and often bizarre instances where the victor used the elation's authority to change reality. You have to understand, the Phantasmoon Games isn't just some wish-granting lamp. What makes it irresistible is that it turns the one who wishes into the genie.
That's quite alluring. Have you heard about the noblest worm Aha made godlike? It became the happiest creature in existence. Happy enough to burst apart, leaving no intact body behind.
Your knowledge of these unofficial records is enough to rival ours. Since you see things so clearly, Mr. Ashveil, why sign up for the games?
Miss Kochiba, is that a rhetorical question? Or are you fishing for a confession?
Fishing? Don't be afraid. Now that you're a supplicant, public officials like me no longer have any authority over you. I'm guessing what you want goes beyond a straightforward act of revenge, beyond a vigilante execution carried out in public. If you were only out to avenge friends, with or without the Phantasmoon Games, someone like you would toss laws and decorum aside and do what needs to be done. So tell me, Mr. Ashveil, what do you actually hope to get from the games?
Justice.
Consider it a mystery. If I make it to the end, you'll know the answer before Aha does.
Well then, I'd be honored. Just don't let your wish ruin our lives here.
Daily life here fits like a tailored prison uniform. Wear it too long and you forget what your bones should feel like. Ugh. It's time to break free. Look at these prisoners of routine before us. Synwish hasn't shown up yet. Let's talk with the members of the Research Society. Maybe we can coax something useful out of them.
Excuse me, sirs and madams.
Called into another chat with the boss today. Never thought he'd care about me this much. Everyone is smiling at me. The office feels downright cheerful. These days, I go home, change my baby boy's diaper, help my daughter with her homework, prepare tomorrow's lunch, and clean up the house. It's hard to describe how satisfying that feels. When Emma left me, she must have left the kids to me for my own happiness. When I look back, I realize I was someone who had it good, and I never understood how lucky I was.
Right? All thanks to Miss Synwish. Yesterday, during my tumor removal, the anesthesia wore off halfway through. I squinted and watched the doctors pull all kinds of things out of my stomach. There was this lump still twitching when they cut it out.
Wow.
I used to be too weak to even get out of bed. But after the Society's treatment, I am almost ready to walk out of the hospital.
Isn't that amazing? Oh, I kind of want to see someone slice me open too.
Why?
It should be fun.
Hey, did you two hear about the Synwish Syndicate?
You've come to the right person. My neighbor got a visit from their debt collectors. You should have heard the racket. I saw the news too. Those parasites who ruined the peace, who kept people from being happy. Gone. Wiped clean. Oh, praise Aha!
Wow, you are very
Wait,
joyful
they extorted you too?
for all of the deaths.
Something like that. Still owed their underboss tens of thousands of credits.
Tens of thousands, okay.
So your debt's
Okay.
wiped clean. Oh,
I mean,
must
a
feel
silver
pretty
lining, I
great,
guess.
huh?
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir and Mechatron.
Oh, we meet again. Hey, Lady Megatron. How have you been?
Good. Since I joined the Research Society, I've made so many new friends. In the past, I struggled with mobility. I always had to work 3 or 4 times harder than the other Mechatrons, just to keep up. A lot of Imaginae think factory-made types like me don't count as their own. And humans look at us and see soulless machines. If every sentient being has a home, then even the scrapyard is closed to me. I'm not even considered recyclable waste. But here, in the society, no one cares what I am or what I can do. They just see me as a normal person.
Congrats. You found your home.
Aha said the same. They and everyone here are my family.
Aha talks to you.
Of course. You mean you can't hear them? Guess you're not happy enough yet.
Don't worry.
Story of my life.
Once you join the society, you will. No pain, no tears, just pure joy. The society makes everyone happy.
Alright.
Looks like it's about time. If the star of the show doesn't show up soon, the crowd's gonna burst with anticipation.
Everyone, please make some room for Miss Synwish.
Hello. So that's
By the
Synwish.
Master of Elation, may they bless all souls and grant them smiles. Are you all happy today?
Sure.
Thank you for your smiles. They're like lamps in the dark. So precious. But before we celebrate the elation, let me share a memory drenched in tears. It once dragged me into the abyss. Yet, it also taught me what the elation really means. As you all know, 15 years ago, during the Phantasmoon Games, the shadow cast by the Herald of Death swallowed this place whole. That day, I lost my parents, my classmates, and the others. The morning greetings, the little daily chatter, all went silent under that crimson dusk. After that, for a very, very long time, all that remained of my world, a door shut tight, a room steeped in silence, and a wound in my heart that would never heal. Just hearing the words, Herald of Death, made me shake uncontrollably. I even once thought the only escape was to follow the dead and leave with them.
Okay, that's
Back then,
dark.
I
This
was
whole
just an
arc
empty
is
shell,
dark. Like, what the hell?
breathing, beating, but lifeless inside. And just as my soul was about to fade away, an old lady from the Mutual Aid Society knocked on my door. She didn't offer empty words of comfort. She just looked me in the eyes and asked, "Child, would you try stepping outside this door? Out there are many people broken by pain, just like you. But together, we can start picking up the pieces, one by one." She smiled at me. A warm, gentle smile. And in that smile, I felt the master of elation grant me a reason to live. At the Mutual Aid Society, I saw countless souls scarred by fate. Some bore wounds beyond healing, and some had lost their loved ones. Each of us bore a different wound, but every wound got deep. And yet, what truly moved me wasn't the pain. It was how, beneath those scars, they still reached out to one another, offering a smile to a child who'd stopped crying, lending a guiding hand to someone lost. They taught me something precious. Pain can destroy a person, but the wish to bring elation to others can spark the fire of rebirth. That was when Aha's voice echoed again in the silence of my heart. The smiles passed from one another through mutual aid is Aha's most precious blessing. It does not belong only in the small room of a support group. It yearns to illuminate hearts lost in darkness. Each time we share a true smile, it's as if we hear Aha's voice. And when that voice rings out, all suffering fades, all pain is healed, and everyone knows what true happiness feels like. That's why the Research Society of Happy Smiles was founded. I will share this divine smile with all of you.
That was a lovely speech, Foolish. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention. Like I started to get like halfway through, I started to get sleepy.
I have questions for you. When was the last time you truly smiled? How long has it been since you felt happy from the bottom of your heart. Minato, do you ever feel like your days are looping endlessly, like an old silent film, repeating until it suffocates you? And when you realize that loop might never end, does despair flood in like the tide?
You're right.
Miss Bellwoods, you left school full of dreams, only to have your resume rejected again and again. You told your parents you were busy in Seafeld City, hiding your heartbreaking loneliness behind that lie.
Please, help me.
And Taija did the cold exclusion at school and the indifference of the adults who should have cared build a wall around your heart. One that made you afraid to open yourself up to the world again.
Yes.
When we were born, no one had to teach us how to smile. But who would have thought that one day, even smiling would become so hard? Once, our world was blessed by Aha's grace. A gentle world in canvas, painted in elation. For centuries, humans and Imaginaes lived freely together in that eternal haven. Until the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation violently tore us away from that sanctuary. They brought us their so-called inter-astral civilization, imposed their so-called standards of happiness, and told us that life's ultimate joy lies in self-focus, self-indulgence, and self-satisfaction. They flooded us with dazzling material desires, blinding our hearts. They fed arrogance and prejudice into our minds through the network, making us chase pleasure for ourselves and forget that true elation is found when we smile together. Wish power has turned into fuel. Credits jingle where heartfelt laughter used to ring. We drown in anxiety, competition, and an endless sense of not being enough. And in all that noise, we can no longer hear Aha's gentle voice. Elation, the truest light of life itself, is being eaten away and replaced by the external.
You said it. I work myself to death for scraps, and my boss doesn't even notice. And those useless loudmouths online. They do nothing with their lives, yet constantly judge everyone else.
Welcome to Twitter.
The IPC is nothing but a nest of vampires! They're feeding off of us!
What is the key to happiness, Miss Fulwish?
Look around you. This land was once blessed by the master of elation. And yet now, it's overflowing with misery. Everyone's chasing their own happiness, but in doing so, they wound others without even noticing.
Yep, that's just
Do you remember the
life,
moment
I guess.
I found happiness again?
It's a sad reality, but that's
It
just
was
how
when
life is.
someone
In order to find
who was
happiness, you
suffering
have to compete with
just
others.
as I was, smiled at me.
Especially in the job
Even through their
market.
pain, they gave me that
Like the job
smile.
market is like a whole plethora
smile
of competition.
Filled with blessings. That smile saved my life. So listen well. Only by opening your heart and sharing your smile with another can you truly
excuse me.
grasp what happiness means. It isn't just giving a smile. It's embracing the power that Aha bestowed upon us to smile. Join the Research Society of Happy Smiles. I'll help you rediscover the smile buried within yourself. And Aha will grant your life a transformation!
Yeah!
Our mission doesn't end with finding our own smiles. We must bring them to the world and spread true happiness across all existence.
Yeah, sunshine
While
and
others
rainbows.
pray to the eons for their own desires, we, the true followers of Aha, carry a higher calling to fulfill their wish.
To fulfill Aha's wish?
Yes, to still every cry of sorrow. To wipe away every bitter tear. We will build, no, rebuild. A world where smiles never fade, and elation never dies.
Yeah! No more pain, no more tears. I mean, I can see the appeal behind it. But being able to feel pain and tears is what makes you feel
The speech is
human.
over. What's your take, Detective?
She's so far gone, it's hard to make sense of it.
Then let's not overthink it. Let's talk to her directly.
Excuse me, Miss Synwish. I have a question for you. In nome de Padre,
Miss
Espiritu
Synwish,
Santo.
I'm Kuchiba from the Department of Aberration Defense. I'd like to have a chat with you.
You're not in trouble or anything, if that's what you're wondering.
Ah, I see. You're here about the Synwish Syndicate case, aren't you?
Yes.
So
Right
you
on
were
the money.
expecting us.
Also, potential thumbnail. This could be the potential thumbnail. It has been 57 minutes since I started recording. I hope this wraps up soon.
Oh, I heard the news. The entire Synwish Syndicate massacred in Dovebrook District.
There's a little smiley
Such a
face right
cursed
there.
place. They may not have been saints, but I still pray for them. May their souls rest in peace.
Oh. How merciful of you. Though, rumor has it the Research Society of Happy Smiles had a few run-ins with them regarding recruitment, donations, turf. Sounds like plenty of reasons for conflict, don't you think?
Are you suggesting we had the Synwish Syndicate killed? For conflicted
Not at all.
interests?
That is not at all what we're saying.
Wait, that's not what I said.
You know nothing about our finances. Every expense is covered by a charitable foundation established with the compensation from 15 years ago. We don't need a single cent from our members. When I heard about this tragedy,
God.
I personally allocated relief money for the victims' families to keep order and peace in Dovebrook. Tell me, Miss Kuchiba, someone copied the Herald of Death and slaughtered dozens. What will your Department of Aberration Defense do this time?
Find them.
We
That's
never
what we'll do.
released that detail. How do you know someone's imitating the Herald of Death?
Up. Suspicious.
Isn't that what you've been waiting for? For the killer to slip up so you can swoop in and tie everything up nicely?
Get a little angsty there.
15 years have passed. You don't seriously believe we're still living in an age where information can be sealed off at will, do you? From the very day the murders occurred, the news has long since spread online. The Synwish Syndicate paid a fortune for some ancient mask, and the next thing you know, they're all dead. The scene painted red with traces of the bloody bloom.
Please pay no attention to baseless rumors.
Rumors? And yet you're here. That alone proves one thing. The rumors are true. and the new Herald of Death really does exist.
What is that I'm hearing?
Otherwise, why do you suspect me? Only someone who knows the original case could recreate it so perfectly, right?
How do you know that?
Everyone! You heard our conversation, didn't you? The Herald of Death has returned. He's here, in Deathbrook. He's slain the entire Synwish Syndicate. He's back to relive the carnage of the Phantom Moon Games.
Ah, shit.
Oh, the Herald of Death? Didn't the officials declare him executed? How has he appeared again?
He's immortal? A demon? He's back for revenge! He'll take revenge on everyone. We're doomed!
Well, this isn't good.
Aren't gang members the very people who steal smiles from others? And isn't the best way to make bad people happy to erase them from the world? Wouldn't that be doing
Whoa,
something
whoa,
good?
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, Sister Mechatron is right. Those thugs deserved it.
Back from the dead? Lies! The IPC kept him alive to wield him as their weapon.
And what makes you think that?
Officials! 15 years ago, you failed and let him get away! And that's why he's back again now!
This full wish, you son of a bitch. She's smiling. She's literally smiling while this is happening.
Everyone, there's no need to panic. Remember who you are. You are those who live beneath Aha's brilliance, who have claimed happiness and cast off the shackles of suffering.
Potential thumbnail? Potential thumbnail? Yeah, that's the potential thumbnail, everyone.
Once the Herald of Death fed on our fear and tears, that was the source of his power. Look at the smiles on the faces of those around you. There is no fear left in our hearts, no tears left in our eyes. All that remains is resolve, happiness, and faith in the elation. The Research Society of Happy Smiles will protect this world. Etch this into your hearts. The happy do not die. For even death cannot touch a heart filled with happiness.
That's not how it works.
What's going on? There's something very wrong about this woman.
Yes, as long as we're happy.
Oh, what the hell?
Nothing to fear. We won't die.
What the hell?
Happiness. Happiness is our weapon. Happiness will destroy the Herald of Death. Happiness will save this world. Operation Spread Happiness. Let happiness infect everyone and spread to every corner of the sky. Make the Phantom Moon smile. Make Lord Aha laugh until they cry for us.
Yeah, so this happy society is clearly a cult.
Silence!
Ooh, these people are acting like they were just mind controlled.
Oh, my apologies, officers. I can't provide anything useful for now, but rest assured, I'll cooperate with any investigation from the Department of Aberration Defense or the Security Bureau. And of course, I'll fulfill my civic duty. Whether it's the newly emerged Herald of Death, or the various upheavals surrounding the Phantasmoon Games, the Research Society of Happy Smiles will handle them appropriately. What we protect is the future and the smiles of Planarcadia. Or perhaps, after all this, you too have felt that yearning within your hearts. Would you like to join us?
Nah, I'm good.
To embrace eternal happiness.
Nah, I'm good.
I'll pass. But I've got a feeling we'll meet again.
Oh. Anime moment when they pass by someone recognizable.
Miss Synwish, thank you for your cooperation. Hopefully, next time we meet, it won't be like this.
May the Master of Elation watch over all and bless you with their everlasting smile.
Ashveil and Kochiba left the gathering.
Let go of your obsession. Let go of the shadow in your arms. Let go of that false sense of responsibility. You're the one who should be dead, aren't you? Come, join your brothers. Let the gears grind to a halt. Let the hands fall still and end that life of yours that was never meant to be.
Sorry. That day will come. But for now, there are more important things I must do.
We're getting some Ashveil lore.
What did you say?
Nothing. Never mind. Looks like Synwish is a much slyer fish than expected. The bait was there. But she ignored it. And instead, she stirred up a whirlpool.
Quite the opposite, actually. Not only did she take our bait, but she also flat out told us she couldn't care less about the hook.
Was there something I missed?
The bloody bloom mark from the Synwish Syndicate massacre. How did she know that detail? When we specifically obfuscated it with special mark, even in our internal reports.
Yeah, she's definitely
She
suspicious.
broadcasted this information word for word, and even used it to stir up public sentiment, scattering it across the place like tossing blood-soaked feed into a fish pond. Now stopping the rumors from spreading will be even harder.
Well, maybe she has her connections, or maybe she made a lucky guess as one of the victims. Regardless, she's right about one thing. Trying to stop something from spreading today sure is a lot more difficult than 15 years ago.
Yep, that's the power of technology.
Mr. Ashveil, did your lucky radar start blaring when it came to Synwish?
There's something very wrong about that woman.
Yeah, no
You saw the
duh.
way she played the crowd, huh? I guarantee you that it had nothing to do with her public speaking skills. She could very well be a supplicant in disguise. Still, this whole run has been smooth to an unbelievable degree. We got our bearings in no time at all. So, let's keep our prized fish in the pond for now. Synwish is not going anywhere.
You're right. It's too risky to make a direct move against a well-respected philanthropist and media tycoon. Maybe we should start with the people around her.
There were people from all walks of life at the gathering just now. Workers, suits, students, the elderly, and even mechatrons. Judging by their crazed enthusiasm, I highly doubt they'd be willing to testify against Synwish. But I have my ways.
Mr. Ashveil, coercive interrogation is strictly against the rules. Please refrain from doing it somewhere I can't.
Wait, you can't tell him what to do, he's a supplicant.
Don't get the wrong idea. I meant an old friend that I spotted at the gathering. By the way, ever watch Daybreak Squadron? It's on Sunday nights at 8.
Wait, was that
I thought you weren't a TV person.
Wait, was the guy that Ashveil passed by?
Mr. N, he watches it.
But the guy that Ashveil passed by,
Your monkey's
the guy we
a
met
child
at
heart.
Phillips Court, what was his name?
Anyway, come on, let's go get an autograph from our heroic film star.
I think I'm gonna end it off here actually, so yeah, the Happy Society is definitely a cult, and Miss Synwish is definitely suspicious.
Time to get to work, Detective.
Hey, excuse me, I'm in the middle of something. Yes. Yeah, we'll talk to that special friend in the next video. Yeah, it's been over now since I started recording. I feel it was a good place. So, we met up with Pearl, who's now a supplicant in the games, and she made a deal where she's gonna set up an Astral Express convention at Pearl's Court, which is neato.
Almost time to wrap up the assignment again.
And now we have reason to believe that the Happy Society is an actual cult. Yay, lovely. Anyways,
Almost time to wrap up the assignment again.
You said it, Ashveil. Hope you all enjoyed this video of Honkai Star Rail. I hope you all liked and subscribe, and have a good night, everyone. Peace out.